This is All Pro Basketball. Every NES game. I'm Slider, joined by Manga.
Hiya.
And my bleeding ears.
Okay, so those are 4 separate options. I was reading that as 1 player versus and 2 players watch, and I was like, what? 1 player versus? This makes a lot more sense.
Now you can choose your team and,
I am not a person who's ever followed basketball closely, so I could not tell you what the difference is between any of these teams.
Me either. I'm pretty sure they're not even real.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if in-game there's a statistical difference between the teams, or if it's just, like, where you're from. Pick your home team.
Hometown, yo. Have to do Boston versus New York.
I will take your word for that.
Anyway, this is a basketball game. Let's play, try to follow what's going on. Maga, can you give me the play-by-play?
The players normally flicker in and out of existence in basketball games. Like, I don't watch a lot of American basketball.
Only
so,
occasionally.
For all I know. No, they closely render the goals, I guess.
Goals. This should be fun. Anyway, I'm already down by 6 points. That was quick. I have just got lost in trying to figure out where I was, even.
Who are you controlling at any given moment?
You see the one? That person.
Okay.
I'm part of the black shirt team, I guess. Like, even now, can you even tell what is happening?
Not really. Oh, does it keep flicking perspective every time you move into different halves of the court?
Yes. Whoever has the ball controls the perspective, essentially.
That is unnecessarily confusing.
Yes, it is.
Like, you're gonna get lost every time you switch which half of the court you're in.
Yeah.
And the CPU's not, because the computer is a cheating bastard.
Yeah.
Like, you know, just a general assumption for any competitive game where you're playing the CPU.
0 to 15. This is not great.
Generally not a good score, no. I mean, as you can tell, I know slightly less than jack and shit about basketball, and I can still tell that's not a score you want to have. And apparently you're racking up the fouls.
So now we have to put one of our players in.
I'm guessing those are stats?
No, I think it's literally like stamina or something.
Okay then.
Okay. Finally got 2 points.
Woo!
Unfortunately, this guy got the ball and we already behind by those 2 points. Violation for holding the ball too long, I think. And they got another point.
I mean, as usual, I'm expecting that either they assume you've read the manual, or they just assume that you know and care about basketball.
Yeah. Both of which are false. Anyway, as a quick thing to try to explain what's going on. Obviously, you pass the ball with one button and you can jump with the other, and if you jump near the hoop, you can do a dunk, like so. I do kind of appreciate that you do these animations.
Yeah, that is, you know, for the NES era, that's pretty nice that they've got the little dunk animations. Makes it feel a little bit more triumphant when you actually get any points.
Yeah. Like, you can also jump and shoot like that, but I don't really do much of that because I don't know. Regardless, it's basketball.
So if basketball is your thing, it may well be your thing. If particularly early 90s basketball is your thing, if you're a Space Jam fan.
And aren't we all?
Who is not a fan of Space Jam? Come on and slam.
So now we're down 6-31.
Doesn't sound particularly recoverable, not with, like, barely more than a minute left.
Probably not.
6-33 is not something you can recover in a minute, by and large. I feel like that whole perspective flipping thing is a major weakness for this game. That is just incredibly confusing.
That being said, and maybe it's just me, but I did find it easier to adjust to that than I would expect. I think because there's just enough of like chains and like a second to like change perspective that you're like, okay, now we're going here. It's really only annoying when the other player does it. But yeah, end of first period.
So the first half? Okay, that's
no,
the first half.
There's 4.
Oh, what?
And you could probably tell I edited some of that down after a while.
I'm betting.
He actually missed! Huh, I didn't expect that, but
And they animated that too, that's kind of fun.
Trying to figure out where the ball is after this can sometimes be annoying though. Like, where is it? Where is it? Some weird stuff happens, by the way. Traveling. I don't know what that means. But we have to pass the ball to him, I guess. I'm not gonna pretend I know how basketball works.
I played hockey in high school, so, The fact that the ball renders before any of the players every time it switches perspective is always a little weird. Just for a moment,
I threw the ball to no one. Good job, me.
Yeah.
It's the weird thing is that for every other foul, it seems to be like the game just like I don't even know what it's doing. Like we have to switch in a player. Why? I don't know.
Like, I'm guessing every certain number of fouls makes you send a player off and replace them, but
I don't know.
The fact that pre-game it doesn't give you any statistics on the players, so I'm not sure, like, you know, you don't get much of an option to choose your starting lineup.
One thing I do appreciate is that for the dunks also, if like you get in the way of, if like the other team gets in the way of the dunk, they'll do an animation that shows both of them, and the one who got there first will get their, do their thing, either the one who's blocking or the one who's dunking.
Yeah.
It actually does keep track of who jumped first. So that's a nice little touch.
Which is pretty decent, you know, for pretty decent intelligence for a NES game.
And that's the end of second period. Suddenly halftime show.
You get little dancing cheerleaders, I think.
Sadly, they all lost their faces.
Groovy music, though. Well, that was fun.
That happened.
That did indeed happen.
And the game just, at this point, just kind of goes how you expect.
I'm sure I can take a good guess.
Now I'm just confused, because it just keeps going to this menu. What is going on? I need to bring in McCloud. What's with that one guy just running back and forth?
You say McCloud and my mental image is Fox McCloud?
Yes. Fox McCloud's now playing basketball.
Aww.
Actually got the ball, but later this happens.
What?
What are you doing? What?
Everyone's stuck. Looks marvel like
what are all of you doing?
It looks marvel
what is
like
going on?
Players are stuck bumming each other at random points in the field.
I think his AI broke. Thank you, 24-second violation. You held the ball for too long. You idiot.
Everyone, break it up with your boyfriends and get back to playing the game. That was a weird little glitch.
Yes, it was. And despite getting the ball, I still lost it, and they got another point. Again! And they still got a point.
20-76. That is a distinct gap in your scores.
Maybe we can turn it around.
That's for like the super over-optimistic sports movies. They're like, we may be 56 points down, but we can still turn it around. I believe in you.
Mighty Ducks. What?
At what point does Bill Murray turn up for the inspiring pep talk?
I don't know.
Or did I just hallucinate him being in that movie?
I could believe either or.
To be fair, I feel like I hallucinated a lot of Space Jam. But I think a lot of people have that feeling about Space Jam. I'm legitimately curious, is there a Space Jam video game?
Yes.
Actually, to be fair, it probably wouldn't be on the NES due to the age. But...
Anyway, we certainly lost. Oh. Apparently there's a reporter reporting on our game.
Tracy All Sports News. That's an unusual name. And slightly creepy demon eyes. Like,
yes.
She clearly has a deal done with the pit.
I think she's actually some sort of, like, doll brought back to life. This is a weird image.
Like, there's a dude taking a selfie with an angry, demonic coach. Is everyone in this game possessed by a minion of Satan?
Possibly.
Like, look at this, she doesn't even have human eyes, those are goat eyes. Like, have you ever seen goat eyes that are just yellow with sideways pupils? It's so creepy.
Yes.
That is what she has.
I don't even know why it's called Vic Tokai. What?
Is Vic Tokai a person or a company or what is that?
I'd like to imagine someone just misspelled victory in the worst way possible.
It's creative, certainly.
That was a basketball game.
That was indeed a thing that happened.
Yep.
I honestly can't say more about that other than that it did indeed happen.
700 games!
It also existed. We can do this.
We can't get to titles beginning with B soon enough.